Good afternoon. Thank you for watching my presentation for the Georgia Libraries Conference. In this quick take, I will discuss instruction as diversity outreach through National History Day. My name is Scott Pieper. I am Associate Department Head at the Decatur campus of Georgia State University Library. I want to briefly cover several objectives today. I'd like to give you an idea about what National History Day is. I'll probably call it NHD for the rest of the presentation. There's a thriving world of NHD in Georgia that has its own cast of characters. I'll introduce you to a few key players. We've had a good experience with several DeKalb County schools and individual NHD teachers. I'll quickly run through many possibilities your library can consider for NHD programming. And ultimately, I hope, NHD is a program that can strengthen the school to college pipeline. National History Day is basically a competitive social science fair. Their website is nhd.org, which has a wealth of information. According to their site, about 500,000 students participate every year across the country. It is not a new program. It's been around for decades, which made it attractive to me as something that I could plug into without having to reinvent the wheel. Every year they have a theme. 2021's theme is Communication in History, the Key to Understanding. Students can choose to create their project in one of 5 categories: research paper, documentary, exhibit, website, or dramatic performance. Projects are judged at school, regional, state, and national levels. NHD enjoys an established and supportive ecosystem in Georgia. LaGrange College, Georgia Humanities, and Galileo are just a few key organizations that help. There is a longer list at NHD's affiliate website listed above, which includes universities, archives, museums, and historical societies. If you jump into NHD, there are a couple of people that you will hear about. Dr. Kevin Shirley at LaGrange College is the statewide NHD coordinator. He has terrific insight into the program and can tell you which schools in your area participate. His enthusiasm for NHD knows no bounds. Russell Palmer has put together an NHD page in the K-12 and public library versions of Galileo. There is a new development this year, and I may be the first to widely announce this. Galileo is now using a LibGuide platform for selected Galileo resources that support NHD at the link above. Georgia State University prides itself on reducing the barriers to college and eliminating educational disparities. Georgia State has received national and international attention, including a recent article in The Guardian, the link is in the slide, about our focus and success in graduating lower income, minority, and first-generation students. When I found out about NHD and the possibilities for partnerships and serving schools in our area, it was a little overwhelming, especially when you look at some of the statistics available at schoolgrades.georgia.gov. Of the 15 DeKalb County high schools within 15 miles of our campus, 14 are Title I schools. Of the 5 high schools closest to my campus, 4 scored a D in College and Career Readiness Index, and 1 scored an F, according to the site. However, GSU is a natural fit to partner with these high schools. These students are future GSU students, particularly at my campus in South DeKalb County. You can find information about schools near you at the Governor's Office of Student Achievement site and match them with NHD participants from Kevin Shirley's information. Through NHD, we've worked with high schools in DeKalb on both ends of the spectrum of college preparedness. We first worked with an early college program, which is basically dual enrollment on steroids, which is close to one of our other campuses. That's the DeKalb Early College Academy, which recruits minority and potential first-generation college students. Those kids will do fine in college. Their teachers were looking for an extra experience to make their projects shine. I was recently referred to another local high school 5 minutes from my campus to help a social studies teacher who was trying NHD for the first time. I worked with her and her students last year to get them started in the program. So what are the possibilities for NHD participation? All NHD projects require research. All projects require a research process paper and an annotated bibliography. Librarians are well suited to employ the types of instruction many of us already do, such as how to develop and narrow a topic, how to evaluate sources, a discussion of primary versus secondary sources, interpretation of primary sources, how to access databases, how to develop effective search strategies, how to create and manage citations. You get the idea. You can collaborate with the NHD teacher and discuss where their students are in the research process and what their students need most. Pictured here are students at our Atlanta campus in a typical one-shot research instruction session, which we did for a visiting school. And importantly, because National History Day has different project categories, you can tailor instruction or programs to your library's strengths beyond basic research skills. Pictured is our Special Collections and Archives department, where students got an overview of archival research and toured our collections. We had a digital humanities librarian who gave a workshop about creating a website. Our art librarian gave a workshop about finding quality online images for documentaries. You can play to your strengths. Your participation can be as complicated or as simple as you like. You can simply share your contact information and be the point person for NHD research at your library. Not all of our NHD efforts have been home runs. Other institutions have had success hosting NHD research roundups. Typically in October, coinciding with National Archives Month, local museums, archives, and universities will open their doors and offer specific days and specific support for NHD students. We tried a similar approach for several years at 3 of our campuses, including opening our archives and inviting students to research workshops. We had 0 participants. 0. It just didn't work for us in our community. There are a lot of options in Atlanta for researchers, and that's okay. We've had better success with campus visits and when we go out to visit schools. COVID-19 has made in-person visits impossible this academic year, and NHD competitions have moved online. We're evaluating what we should do, and that's important for any program you consider. I truly believe libraries can make a difference here. Students participating in NHD are the kids in your communities. Some of these students become passionate about their projects. Our local high schools feed into our campus. You might already work with your area schools. If you haven't worked with local schools or would like to try something different, NHD can give you a way to connect. If libraries can support NHD students in middle and high schools and expose them to the types of research they'll be doing in college, it can help, even in a small way, with the pipeline to college. We had many freshmen and sophomore students who had never visited a college campus before. Thank you for watching my presentation. My name is Scott Pieper. I am at Georgia State University. I would love to talk to anyone about how your library can engage with National History Day. Please feel free to contact me.